Hi Cass, my name's John and I am a penguin keeper here at the Woodland Park Zoo, and I was just going to give you a little tour of our facility and some of our birds. So I hope you enjoy it and hopefully someday you can come and see them yourself. So this is our penguin kitchen, and this is where we do all our food prep, and it's pretty basic with penguins because all they eat is fish. So we prepare their fish and we give them a variety of fish because just like you, they don't like to eat the same thing every day. So what we give them is, these are called ocean smelt, or also silver sides, and these are penguins' favorites. These are like candy to penguins, they love them. And then what we have is little herring. These are herring, like that. And then we have capelin, which are these guys, bigger guys. And then we also have other stuff. So we give them trout, and then we give them some of these guys, which are called lake smelt. And then we just had Halloween, so we made some enrichment for our penguins. And they didn't get this one, but basically they're little pumpkins, and we put little fish in there and fill them with ice, and then we can pop these out and throw them into the pool. So that's what we call enrichment. It's something fun for the penguins to do. Also for enrichment, since it was Halloween, we gave them pumpkins. So we have these little pumpkins, and what we do is we poke holes in these pumpkins, and we put the little silver sides in them, and we toss them into the pool, and then the penguins come along and pull the silver sides out and eat them. Penguins also like other toys, like balls, and you can see these are all have holes in them because the penguins bit into them. But they like to grab these and carry them around the pool. So we have little balls there. Now, penguins are birds, so birds lay eggs. And this is a penguin egg. So this is how big penguin eggs are. And when the chicks hatch, they're only about this big. And they're covered in gray downy plumage, and that's known as their natal plumage. And natal plumage is just to keep the little guys warm, because they don't have to be waterproof yet, because they're not going to go and swim in the pool for a while. It takes about 8 weeks before they're ready to swim. So that's a penguin egg, and so when the female lays an egg, about 2 to 4 days later she'll lay a second one, and then from there they'll incubate or keep the eggs warm for 40 to 42 days, and then the little chick hatches. And then the parents both take care of the chick by regurgitating fish to feed it. They stay on top of it to keep it warm. They also protect it from predators such as protect it from other penguins or predators such as gulls or other animals like rats or cats or dogs that could get in and eat the chicks. Alright, so what we're going to do, I told you about that stuff. We're going to go in and meet some penguins. So we're going to go into penguin holding first, because I have 2 penguins in there that are a new couple. So we're going to check on them and then go out onto the exhibit. So this is my friend Cortez, and Cortez is 2 years old. He turned 2 on June 11th, and he is my best penguin friend. He's very attached to me. As you can see, he likes to be held, and he's not biting me in the face, so that's a good sign. And actually what he's doing right now is kind of allopreening me, and he just really likes attention, so I like to give him a little scratch, and he likes that. So penguins, although it looks like they have skin, they actually have little feathers, and they're all uniform in size and shape, and they overlap like tiles, and that's what helps keep the birds waterproof. If you notice their wings, they're very stiff because their elbow and wrist joints are fused. The only movable joint's the shoulder, and that's how they power through the water, like that. Also, I can show you inside his mouth. Oh, Cordy, just let me show. Let's see inside your mouth. It looks really cool. You see that? Hey, come here, little man. I know you don't like it. Hold on. Show her inside your mouth. See those spines on the tongue? That's how penguins help. It helps penguins eat fish. Because when penguins catch a fish, or whether we hand feed them, they always grab a fish and turn it around so it goes down head first. They try to swallow it tail first. The fins stick up, make it hard to swallow. Head first, they fold down, And the little spines do a reverse grip action in the scales and pull it down into their throat. Now you can also see Cortez has a band on his right wing, and that's because that's what we use for identification. So we band our males on the right and the females on the left. Dora, that girl in there, swimming around, is going to be Cortez's mate, hopefully. So we have these two together to pair bond. All right, Cordy. Want to say hi? So that's Cortez. And he's the best penguin ever. So Dora's a little more shy, you can see. So every penguin's different. There's no two penguins that are alike. Penguins to me are just like people. Every penguin I've taken care of stands out in my memory like a different person. So if you look at Dora, she has a little white spot in the middle of her head. So actually penguins all look different too, but it can be very minute differences. So Dora has a little white spot. Cortez, you can tell him just because, not even by looking at him, just because he's right here and I know this guy. Are you going to vocalize? You want to say something? Hi, Cordy. So this is a penguin hug. And this is how penguins show affection. So whether... Oh, did you say something, Dora? Are you going to say anything? Do you want to say something, Cortez? Or you just want something? So basically penguins show affection that way, and I've seen males do it to females, females do it to males, males and their friends do it to each other. But basically what they do is they just come up behind the other one and kind of shake their head and move their wings like that. And that just says, hey, I like you. Okay, Dora just came out of the water. She's looking to see what's going on. But she's a little more shy, and you can see she's more wary of what's going on. Cortez is a very mellow guy. So that's one of the reasons I want to pair these two, because I don't want two high-strung birds together. They kind of balance each other out. Right, bud? All right. So this is just our penguin holding. This is just an off-exhibit area. So we have a pool. We use this for a lot of things. Sometimes if we have birds that aren't feeling well, we can bring them back here and leave them back here, and it's easier to treat them. Once we have our chicks hatch and they're about 7 weeks old, we bring them back and set them up in a pen in here. And that's when we teach them how to hand feed and teach them how to swim in the pool. And that takes about 2 weeks, and then we put them back out on exhibit. So now what we're going to do is go check out the penguin exhibit where most of the birds are. Okay, so these are some of our penguins. They're being a little shy right now. But this first guy right here is Ramon. The next one back, that's a little girl. She's a juvenile, so she just hatched this year. And that's Mini Mia, or Mini Maria, we call her. And then this is Tyrone next to her. He's a chick from this year. And then behind there, we have Pepito with the red band. We have Estrella and Louie and Sardinia and Quince. Quince is Spanish for 15. He was our 15th chick that hatched here. And then we got all these crazy guys. What are you doing? Ramon. Ramon, this guy hatched here last year. And Ramon's an adult penguin. And you can tell he's an adult because he has black and white markings, including that black horseshoe that goes up the front of his body. He's all squirrely. What are you doing, Ramon? So, that is an adult Humboldt penguin. And Humboldt penguins are native to the desert coast of Peru and northern Chile. So they are native to a desert coast. Not all penguins live in cold climates. Okay, where's the juvie? I'm going to get a juvenile penguin now. Tyrone. Who's going to come over? Do I have a volunteer? So here's Quince coming out of the water. Quince is Ramon's brother. So they're only about 3 days apart. And here comes Tyrone. And you can see Tyrone in the middle is a juvenile. And there's Louie on the end. He's a juvenile. So you can see the difference between the adults and the juveniles. Adults have black and white markings, a black horseshoe. The juveniles don't. But one thing you'll notice is they all have spot patterns on the front of their bodies. And those are individual to every penguin. So no two penguins that are alike. Now another thing is we have males and females here. And what we do is we band our females on the left and our males on the right. And then if they have two bands, they hatch this year. Now they're all getting curious now and checking you guys out. It just takes a little while. Penguins are very curious birds by nature. So at first they just got to be able to feel comfortable before they'll actually come over and see what's going on. Got the whole gang over here now. Now, these penguins are very endangered. There's only about 10,000 left in Peru, and that's a very small number. And part of the problem was way back when, in the late 1800s, they started harvesting guano, and those are the accumulated droppings of seabirds. And through that process, they destroyed a lot of habitat for these guys. And then in the 70s, they started commercially harvesting anchovies, and that's the main prey of Humboldt penguins. And to this day, they harvest about 85% of all the fish from these guys. So it doesn't leave a whole lot for them, and that's one of the reasons their population has declined. But since we started this exhibit in May of 2009, we've hatched and reared 32 chicks. So 32 of these little guys. And they don't stay little for long. So this is Louis, and he hatched here this year. Now this bird, although he is about 7.5 months old, he was already full size by the time he was about 9 weeks old. So the penguins grow very quickly. And he's a good boy. All right, thanks, Louis. Okay. So that's our penguins, and you can see they're all swimming and having fun in their pool. You can see a big group of them over there by the window. So they're really fun birds to take care of, and also fun birds to come see at the zoo because they're very interactive. They're always swimming up along the glass and seeing what's going on, always playing around and doing stuff. So they're fun little guys to take care of. Alright, Cass, well that was your little tour here at Penguins, and I hope you feel better and you're able to come see us sometime. Take care.